Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jordan, also known as JMonster. Thank you for joining me for another episode of our High Elf campaign. Now, we are quite a ways into this, nearly 220 turns. Got another imminent rebellion coming up, and after that, it's going to be time for the ritual. Finally, I mean, we're going to be able to do the ritual of prophecy. Now that the Lizardmen have basically been annihilated, there's no chance that they'll be able to progress towards their ritual any further. We are about to take one of their last settlements up here in the north, and we're going to be using Toby's team to do so. So let's go and step all over these guys. Actually, I think we're going to be using Dar the Bold to try and pull these guys into combat. We're going to have two armies there, or maybe just one army. Well, even so, that's fine. I think we'll just auto-resolve that. We pretty well got that. Yeah, we'll take some casualties, but it's not really that big of a deal. Don't want to loot and occupy? Yes, we will. Yeah, it brings it down a level, but it's not that big a deal. What we should do, repair all of that. Repair that as well, so we don't get the debuff to our public order from the devastation. Let's see here. What do I want to give you? No, I like having you on a flying mount. A little bit extra armor, never hurt anybody. Well, that's really useful, though. It'll be nice against chaos when we get to that point, because I'm sure we're going to be fighting a lot of chaos armies very soon. Master Strategist, absolutely 100%. Really useful for basically the entire core of Dar's army. Now let's see. I want to get Dar some more Phoenix Guard, for sure. I want them to be the front line. But that may have to wait for a turn. So now Toby's team is going to get some replenishment. We'll be able to hop over to the Shrine of Sotek, take their last piece of territory, and then finally, we can move on to greater and better things, that being the ritual and the final few episodes of the campaign. I want to get... I won't be able to do that until next turn. Let's go ahead and let's end the turn. And we'll see what happens. See what this new season brings to us. Valdir, son of Valdir, the son of one of our fallen heroes, steadily moving northward. I may halt his advance and stop him in the city of Chakwa. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. And then, yeah, once we have this, once we have the Shrine of Sotek on the next turn, we'll begin our ritual, and Valdir, son of Valdir, will be in a good position to support the rest of our empire's heartlands, once those chaos stacks start coming out of the woodwork. And this is one of my least favorite things about the late stage of the campaign. Yeah, they really want us to be friends, but I'm not doing it. I don't want to piss off Lothern any more than I really have to. Speaking of, we probably need to increase our relations with them ever so slightly, so let's go ahead and let's do that. Yeah, it's going down, just because of that great power. I mean, we have all of these trees, we've been supporting them in a war against one of their greatest enemies, and it's still going down by 2 a turn. Let's go ahead and let's use it. Okay. So we've got some raiding in the Vampire Coast. That's fine. I believe we already have an army well situated to deal with that. Indeed we do. Yeah, we'll be able to move over there and crush that army before it becomes a real problem. And we may leave the Legion of the Beard over here to hold the line against chaos, just in the event that they're needed. I might not put them in one of the cities, I may have them a little bit more centralized, just so I can move them out, because the chaos armies spawn wherever your forces are not. So we may be able, if we strategically place our forces, we might be able to funnel them into the center, and we can just converge on them from all sides. But I'm not holding out hope for that. Let's continue to upgrade everything, however, before we get to that point. Toby's team, well situated. Let's go take this Shrine of Sotek. That is no problem. We're just going to occupy that. And bam. Send our mining pit. What does that ultimately get us? Extravagant murals. I think we might have that already. Nice. Commandment available. Let's... Yes, and an increase to our taxes and our trade will be very useful. Alright. We'll take a quick look at the map here. We've got a sizable empire, but Lothern's even larger, but the High Elves, by and large, pretty well control most of the globe. So I'm hoping that our friends here, our brother Tyrion and his forces, will come and help us out during our ritual phase, which we'll be coming up to pretty shortly. If we don't get to it this episode, we will definitely get to it the next one. Although I'm expecting that we will get to it this episode. There's no reason why we shouldn't. I just need to build walls in a few more places, and then we'll be ready to go. Come on, Lothern. Come on. Yertle the turtle. That's adorable. Yeah, they've got Ratok. That's, I believe, Kroq-gar? Yes. I think that's Kroq-gar's personal servant that he starts off the campaign with, so he's a very long way from home. Well away from the Southlands. That's alright, though. Come on. Unhappy populace. I'm inclined to go with this one. Get us a little bit of extra influence. And let's spend some money. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. And that's all we got for now. Yeah, it's going to take us a while before we're at the point where I'm feeling comfortable starting that ritual, it's looking like, because there's a few places that still don't have walls. I've kind of neglected to do that for a while. Because we've been busy trying to fund our war efforts in the north, trying to beat down the walls of the last defenders, which we have successfully done at this point. Let's see. Teclis still over in Hexawaddle. Yeah, it's gonna be slow going. We don't need quite this many forces up in the north, so we're gonna move Nephi's Legion down south. Moving over here with the Legion of the Beard, kind of cut their teeth, I think, on these rebels. That should be available in the next turn. We may fight that one manually, just because I want to use the Phoenixes manually. But let's see, what else can we do? Nothing with 452 gold, so let's go ahead and let's pass that. I forgot to stop Valdir, son of Valdir. We'll do that in the next turn. This is exciting, though. Finally getting down to the very end. And then we'll be able to start our Mortal Empires campaign, which I believe will have a new patch by the time we get there. So that is always really cool, which will hopefully fix some of the long-standing issues that I know a lot of other Let's Players, and just players generally, have been having with the Mortal Empires campaign. I think a lot of it tends to revolve around chaos and just not really working the way it was intended to. Lizardmen intervention. I wonder who they're going after. Might have been going after the Dark Elves at one point. They're just kind of leftovers. That would make the most sense. Alright, Sudenberg. Nobody cares. Yeah, let's turn that off. Come on. You're not even doing anything. You're just sitting there. Oh, I see now. It's because I had that menu open. Alright. Yes, yes, I know they're raiding. Let's deal with them. A lot of grave guards. A lot of blood knights and things like that.
Asur!
Ah, screw it. Let's fight it. Let's fight it for the hell of it. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright. This should be quite amusing. Let's set up our Phoenix Guard. Back them up in key locations on the flanks with our Swordmasters. You guys can go on the flanks. A large group of you. You're right there in the centers with the Swordmasters in behind you. There we go. Second layer of Sea Guard in between our front line of Phoenix Guard and our archers. And where's our Lord? Yeah, we'll have our Lord out there on the front lines as well. Over here in this little gap. And I think that will do for our infantry force, which leaves us free to do some work with our dragon princes and such. Alright, let's do this thing. Move them up ever so slightly. Let's check these guys out. Looking scary. There's a lot of nasty looking units, a lot of grave guard in there. Let me just do something real fast here. My apologies for this. I usually turn that off beforehand, but this time I did not. Alright. Let's move it forward. Let's get ready to hammer and anvil that main force once they move in. Where's my Phoenix? My Frost Phoenix is the one I'm going to need. They have magical attacks. I believe they do. Yes, indeed. Time to run some bombing runs. That's a waste of time there. What I want to do is shoot those Grave Guard with their great weapons. Hopefully that gets the Blood Knights. No, it didn't. Not that time. They're so fast. Alright, let's go and bomb these guys. Let's strafe right over them. Come on. Go and get him. Oh, crap. Oh, that was bad. Kind of mismicroed our cavalry a little bit here. That's fine. Those Dragon Princes can stand up to that Blood Knight charge for reasonably well. For a reasonable amount of time. Let's get right in there. Hammer and anvil those Blood Knights. Yeah, against 2 units of Dragon Princes, even the Blood Knights cannot long stand. Beautiful. Alright. Let's have everyone focus down on these guys, if at all possible. Let's get you to come down in from the rear. Swordmasters converge on the center. What do we got here? Some Vargheists being a pain. Blood Knights in the back eating up my Sea Guard. That is no bueno. Let's get our general in there. Converge on the center with our Blood Knights. Phoenix, you do your thing. There we go. Their general now dead. Let's redirect their fire on to a Balefire corpse cart. Get our Phoenix out of there and send him after those Vargheists. Swordmasters deal with those Vargheists. There we go. Phoenix is going to knock all of those Vargheists out of the sky. Air superiority is now ours. Deal with those Blood Knights. Over here. There we go. It was an easy fight. My micro's a little bit off. I'm kind of rusty. We haven't played this in quite some time. 53 losses, though. That is the power of a high-tier army, even when mismanaged horribly, like I did just now. Admittedly, they didn't have a ton of terribly scary units, but they were building up a nice little high-tier force there. So we will replenish, just so that army is in tip-top fighting condition. Route Marcher, of course. Pop over this way. And the Awakening. What can we do for you here? Yeah, what we're really lacking in this province is public order buildings. That'll be the next thing that we build. +7, we can do that in a few turns. What we got over here? That's going to be the most important thing for them. Any settlements we still have that are lacking walls? Yes, indeed. Don't have enough money, unfortunately. Clay pit, though. Well, that's kind of nice. Yeah, we'll go with the resources there. Why not? Could use the extra cash. Send them down there. Teclis. What am I going to do with you, Teclis? I'm going to send you southward towards our home, like our capital. So this is the area we started over here, not Blood Hall, but down at Great Turtle Isle. So we need some armies over there, because that's definitely going to be a place that the Chaos Armies spawn if we're not careful. No. I think that's about all that we can do for this turn. Nothing else really needs to be moved around. Oh no, Valdir, son of Valdir. Can't forget about you. We're going to stick you up here by Tlaxlan. Maybe we can bait some of those Chaos Forces into spawning down here, and then Valdir, son of Valdir, and his high-tier army can rip them to pieces. Pass that turn. Come on, Lothern. Ooh. Oh, their turn times, they're just killing me. Yeah, that one little last defender hero just running around being a complete pain. I don't really have any heroes that I can use to assassinate him, so he's just gonna be there doing his thing. Absolutely not. Go away. There we go. +1 influence. I don't know what I just did, but cool. Oh yeah, I erected an ancient waystone, which got us a little bit of extra way fragments. So we're now closer to our goal. What do I want to build here? Definitely walls. Yes. Spend some of our money on that. Hexawaddle, what can I do for you? Come on. Let's do this. Public order, very important. Nefi's Legion, we'll send them down here. And this is where they shall remain. These guys, this would be Toby's team. A legion with a very long and storied history, which I believe has almost faced annihilation at least once. Yeah, we'll disembark them down here somewhere. Hualodl, how you doing, Hualodl? Not really a whole lot that I can build for you there, so you will just stay that way for the time being. Chupayoto, what's up? Why are you always trying to rebel on me, dog? Wow, 38 turns until a surplus. They're going to be in a state of revolt for a while, so maybe it might be worth it to send one of our armies down there. Perhaps Dar's army might be worth it. Yeah. Alright, we'll send them a little bit farther down here, pick up a dragon and things like that for another dragon and some other more high-tier infantry for Dar along the way, and then we will send him down to garrison Chupayotle. It makes sense, really. Dar has been my enforcer for the most part of this campaign. I used him to put a lot of rebellions down around turn 100. It was in the hundreds or so. So he is Dar, the boot on the neck of the Lizardman proletariat in Lustria. Unfortunately, that's too long for a title, so he'll just have to be Dar the Bold for the time being. I don't know what they're doing over there. Ooh. Ooh, that was a big reversal for Lothern. Did not expect that, especially with 2 armies and a garrison. Oh well. Not my problem. Lothern is kind of a direct threat to my interests in a lot of ways, so if they lose a little bit, it's not that big a deal. As long as they don't lose so hard that they give the Lizardmen their, what is this? Force of the Viper. I'm confused. Why did you send me here? I don't even own that city, and it's not in any danger of revolt. In fact, nothing I have up here is. That's cool. Suppose we'll want to defend Hexawaddle. I'm sort of regretting burning it down now, but whatever. Economy would be nice. We'll do that. Alright, Dar's ready to be on the move again. Could give him some white lions and a phoenix. I don't know, let's take a look at what this phoenix does exactly. 12 damage resistance is nice. -9 melee attack and armor piercing. That's kind of cool. What the hell? Yeah, we'll give him a phoenix. I like that. Floating pyramid, what can I do for you? How about a watchtower? Yeah, I'm not seeing this rebellion. Oh, Chotek's Causeway. You know, I don't even care if he gets razed to the ground. Super not worried about that. Unless it gets rid of one of my commandments, in which case I probably should be concerned. I don't know. We'll check next turn. Now, so what I was thinking for the Mortal Empires campaign, there was somebody on Reddit who was kind enough to supply me with a custom mod that he had made himself for SFO. Now, I said I was going to do it for Radius, but this does kind of open up my eyes a little bit to some possibilities. This particular mod increases the unit size of everything to astronomical levels, so you get actual proper sized armies like 4 or 5k in each. Now that would be a big performance hit associated with that. I might have to turn down my graphics. How terrible. But I think it would be fun. Lizardmen intervention destroyed. That's kind of cool. And we need a new technology to implement. Extravagant murals. You come from... Wow. Yes. Let's see here. Chotek's Causeway. Says that they rebel. I don't see an army. I guess maybe it's over the Mirror Pool of Tepok and they might have destroyed it. I don't know. I don't care. There doesn't seem to be any threats there, so I'm fine for now. Dar the Bold. So maybe we'll have Dar the Bold stay up here and we'll move Nephi's Legion down towards Chupiotl. Just because that will take less time. Alright, so you know what? I want to start it. I really want to start it. But I also don't want to jump the gun. We've spent the whole campaign building up to this point. If we jump the gun now, I feel like we'll regret it. So down to Great Turtle Isle you go. And now I think it would be a fun time. Yes, where is it? I want a high magic mage. Protected. That's kind of nice. Negator. Melkoth Mystifying Miasma. That's really nice. And, oh, she gets some spells from the Lore of Shadow as well? That's really cool. Let's pick her up.
What do you require?
Get in there. Get in there, girl. Apotheosis definitely is a very important spell. Lowly's Blessing is really nice. Tempest. That's only useful against flying units. Hand of Glory. That's useful. That is also useful. Give her an Elven Steed because we need her to be able to swiftly move around the battlefield. Let's see now. Hand of Glory. 26 melee attack is kind of nice. It's also not expensive, so let's do that. And we'll decrease the cooldown as well. Now, she needs to be named something, I feel.
I sense items of power.
If I were to, like, where is she exactly? No, we can't move Teclis closer to her and have her get in. It's not going to happen. If Legion will move down for another turn. Yeah, a lot of setup so far, but we want to do this properly, I feel. Yeah, if we were to jump the gun, we might end up losing a lot of settlements, and ultimately, we will probably lose some settlements to the Chaos Invasions once they spawn. But if I have garrisons, then I'm able to slow them down a little bit better, which ultimately decreases the overhead damage that those armies can do. Call to Pleasure somehow still hanging on with one tiny, pathetic little fleet. Looks like it's sailing towards Ulthuan. They've still got one settlement left. I'm surprised that Lothern doesn't just sail over there and completely ruin them forever. My ally has been attacked. I will obviously have to enter in the war on the side of Lothern. Not ready to break that alliance just yet. There we go. The Cult of Pleasure have failed their ritual. Last Defenders and friends both pretty well stuck where they are.
I serve the king.
The Last Defenders are just bogged down in a never-ending stalemate with Lothern in the Southlands, and as we saw, the Cult of Pleasure down to their last settlement.
I'm waiting.
Alright, let's upgrade that, and that will give priority to the walls. We'll upgrade you. Boom! Come on, Nefi's Legion.
What orders?
What are these guys up to?
How can I assist you?
Valdir, son of Valdir. Move you down here as well. Somewhere a little bit more civilized where it's a bit easier for that army to move around and to get to where it needs to be. Toby's team continuously moving towards their ultimate destination. Ooh, didn't even realize there was something down there that they could take. Looks like Toby is going to level up. 2 more ranks and he can get a Star Dragon. That is exciting. Let's see here. Dedicated to Azurian. -5 upkeep for Phoenix Guard. Very important. Let's do that. Although currently he doesn't have any Phoenix Guard, but I believe he will be able to recruit that from... maybe we'll stop over at Bloodhall. Get him some Phoenix Guard. What else we got? Who else needs more walls? That's probably important to have. A little bit more money. Let's pass that turn. Now, I hope we're not spreading ourselves too thin. I think if we rely on well-placed armies in certain areas and the town garrisons, we can do a lot of work. The town garrisons, not to be underestimated, it can be very, very effective, especially when they've got those walls and all those towers working for them. It looks like the Last Defender is trying to break out a little bit, especially on that on the Serpent Coast there. They're causing some problems for Lothern, which is fine.
Don't waste your breath.
Fine for me.
Words cannot move me.
Looks like Lothern hasn't managed to snuff these guys out yet. It looks like they maybe won't ever. The stalemate in the Southlands is ongoing. Wow, look at that. Great weapons. Ooh, that's real nice. Let's get that. Alright, who else needs walls? That's important. I could do that, or could go there. I can't recruit this unit. Oh yeah, I see. There we are.
Your behest?
Can get 1 unit of Phoenix Guard for the time being.
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
And we'll get some more in the next few turns. Now I believe this mage here.
My infinite knowledge is
Oh no,
yours.
she's started in Teclis' army. So Teclis, I think, will stay here.
Defender of
It's a
the
good place for him to
Phoenix
meet. This army, Dar the Bold and his forces,
Court.
will travel to High Sentinel, and they will hold the line from there. May pop him into encampment stance in the next few turns, get him a little bit of Phoenix Guard. Oof, let's get Nefi out of there. He's taking some damage.
How can I assist you?
There we go. We'll park Valdir, son of Valdir, in Chakwa to defend our northeastern realm. And over here is going to be assisted by the Legion of the Beard, who I'm fine with them being there for now. The Vampire Coast is... that's quite lucrative.
Entering the city. Time is
Now,
of
let's let them rebel. That's fine. And then the Legion of the Beard can continuously get some more experience. But the Vampire Coast is very isolated and it's hard to get there, so I want to have an army there just to prevent the Chaos Forces from spawning over there and causing me all kinds of issues. Alright, that's all we can do for now. We'll pass the turn. 1 or 2 more turns, and maybe we'll start the ritual and then we'll end it there on a little bit of a cliffhanger, something to get you guys excited for part 2. Or for part 2, for the next episode. Alright, Last Defenders, what are you guys up to? What are you doing, Kroq-gar? Oof, that's a very beat-up force that Kroq-gar has there. don't think he's going to be able to take anything with that. Not with 12 units. Necrotch Brotherhood. Still a bit of a... Still something of a power. I think they're struggling with one of the emergent factions. One of the Empire emergent factions. Yes. More influence. Always good to have. Because I need to keep bribing Tyrion into liking me. As you can see, it's a full-time job. He's always finding reasons to dislike me, and I don't really need a war kicking off in the middle of our ritual cycle. Garrison Ancient Waystone, that's kind of nice. Moondragon and a High Mage. Let's do that. More money, always good. Alright, Nefi's Legion. Continue your trek towards Chupa Yodel. Maybe you'll even get here before it rebels again. I'm thinking not.
All set.
Alright, into recruitment stance for you. Now, hold on. I think...
I hear the Widowmaker.
There was a bunch of buildings that we made that we could probably get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We'll allow Toby to get another unit of Phoenix Guard. Cool. Imminent Rebellion. Where? Ooh, the Star Tower. Not so great. It doesn't matter what I do. It's still a rebellion. Who do I have that's near there? Alright. Let's do it that way. Alright, we'll have to ping-pong the Legion of the Beard back between here and the Awakening. The Awakening will be rebelling in the next turn as well. There you go, Plaza. That's what we needed. Star Lance. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Well, let's take a moment. Bane Shield. Enchanted Shield, that's good. Star Lance, there you go, honey. 10% ward save, not bad. Let's keep her alive. Vanguard deployment for certain units. Pretty cool. +4 at local order, always good to have. That is otherwise assigned. I mean, sure. These guys are just sitting there not doing anything. Let's do that. Let's pass that turn. Yeah, now there's a rebellion over there on the Vampire Coast, but we have lots of time. We'll be able to get the Legion of the Beards over to the Star Tower, deal with the rebels there, the rebel scum, and then turn around and head back towards the Vampire Coast before that city is in any real threat. Any real danger, I suppose I should say. Well, look at that. Very bold attempt there. Well, they called the pleasure. Last gasp. Looks like they're going to move towards Tor Anrock. A movement of desperation, no doubt. Seeing as they are down to their last settlement. Which they may not even have anymore if they're taking that kind of attrition.
What orders?
Star Tower. Oh. Oh, that's back. I'm an idiot. That's back here. Alright, back to the Awakening. Go! It's kind of funny, though. That's a lot of money. Let's do that. And some more Phoenix Guard. For good old Toby. Damn, we sure do make a lot of money per turn, but it just disappears like you wouldn't believe. 5% of casualty replenishment, always good to have. Maritime Empire, construction time for ports, upholders of order. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're already locked in mortal combat with the Lizardmen, for good or for ill, and they are pretty well gone anyways. Yep, down to Chupa Yodel you go.
Your instructions?
Let's see here. Can I build you some sexy Phoenix Guard? I'll be able to in the next turn. Alright, Lothern, do your thing. Ugh, who cares? Roktazan, I don't know what you're doing and why I need to see it, but hurry up, bud. Ain't got no time for that.
Your words are nothing to me.
Yeah, I don't care. The Hung Warband. Ooh, sexy. Yeah, I know you're raiding me. It's fine. Hexawaddle. You need walls. Alright. Do that. Alright. And let's get Toby all the Phoenix Guard he could ever want. It's going to be 4 of them right there. Leaves us with a little bit of money left over. We can get some for Dar as well. He doesn't need too many. Just a couple. And what do you want to top that off with? I feel like maybe some Swordmasters might not be the worst idea. We could get him a Sun Dragon. You know what? Dragons are fun. We don't have too many Sun Dragons. They're one of the cheaper dragons. I think that's for a reason. And the Moon Dragons are significantly better, and they only cost a little bit more. Insufficient funds. Yeah, we'll just wait. We'll get him a Moon Dragon. It seems to be the most cost-efficient of the dragons. Over here, let's get you some walls. Always good to have. A little bit more money right there. Let's pass the turn. I think we're going to be able to get our final ritual on the next turn as well. We're going to have enough Waystone fragments finally to do the whole thing. We'll do it in one big cycle and just see what happens. Because at the end, even if our empire has been torn to shreds by constant chaos invasion, if we make it to that final battle, that's all it's really going to take. That being said, if we want to continue the campaign and fight Lothern a little bit over past grievances, it might be best to keep our empire in relatively decent shape. Now, let's fast forward through that. What we got? On the next turn, I would think we'd have enough for the ritual of the defender. We probably have enough for it right now. I think we're finally there. Marking the old ones. Get your butt down there. Chipiodal. What's up? Cool. We'll be able to create some public order buildings there. Useful. Yeah. What do I want? Yes. Now I remember. I wanted one of these for my good buddy Dar. You know, I said we were going to get a Moon Dragon because they aren't quite cost efficient. But you know what? We got the money. We got the money, honey, so let's get him a Star Dragon. 2 Star Dragons in that army. Damn, Dar, you scary. Expeditious Endeavor. That's pretty nice, actually. He's already very fast, though, so maybe that's not the most useful thing to do. Give him a little bit more armor. Swamp Town, how you doing, bud? How would you like some upgrades? Yeah, Crystal Spine and Sotek, not a whole lot we can do there. Hualodal is basically maxed out. I can't think of a useful building to make there. Hexawaddle is pretty well stalled out for the time being until we can get the next upgrade. Yes. Plaza, very important to have there, especially in Maku Peaks, which is not at max public order yet. That's looking like it's pretty good. There's a few places that don't have armies, but they will in a turn or so. While Chupiodal now back in the green. Let's see here.
Loyal prince.
One more turn, and then we can begin. Let's see. 5% warp slave for dragon princess. That's kind of nice. Armor 10 for dragon. Yeah, let's do that. We've got a lot of dragons at this point. It's worth it to actually invest a little bit further into them. Let's pass that turn. Shame we don't have too many battles in this video, but honestly, there was not a whole lot of opportunity for them. We haven't been attacked by anything, I think, except other than the vampire counts, who we should probably have dealt with on the last turn, but whatever. Whatever. We'll let them come to the capital, and then we'll just crush them, because we'll have the aid of the garrison there. That way, I think that's the Legion of the Beard. They don't have to get too bloodied up, and we can start the ritual right away. I think that's probably the smartest thing to do, because all rebels will ever do is go for a regional capital and try and burn it down. So we can use that. Can definitely use that to our advantage. Let's see here. More influence, always a good thing to have. Betcha Tyrion already dislike. What is this? But why? Why though? Love me. Alright. I'm going to move Toby's team down towards Great Turtle Isle. Hawalodl. Looking good. Looking good, my guy. What we got here? Nothing we can build. Nothing significant in. Sure, we can do that for now. It's a lot of extra money, so okay. Let's spend the rest of that on walls if they are needed. Yes. Indeed they will be. Alchemy Workshop, Healing Salve, that's not so useful for us right now. More walls. Mo walls. Build that. That's a lot. Altar of the Horned Rat. Now, I want to start the ritual in that turn, but ultimately, I don't think it's a good idea. There's a few settlements that have like one turn left, and if we started it right now, those ritual units, the ones that spawn, can attack pretty well on that turn. So they can already start raising things to the ground, and I would like some of those buildings to complete before that happens, since at least one of them that I know of has some garrison effects. So that's why we're not starting it immediately. Even though I'm sure there's someone at their screen right now going, God damn it, just start the freaking ritual already. It's been like 250 turns. There we go. There you go, Chupiodal. Calm down. Calm right down. And we'll upgrade that. Why not? Altar of the Horned Rat, now ready to go. Has walls. That's about as good as they're going to get. It's a lot of Sea Guard. I feel confident there. So let's sally out here with the Legion of the Beard. Crush these guys. We could have fought that and got an extra battle, but honestly, we've been going for quite some time. This is going to be the end of the episode, I think, right here. Ooh, that's pretty nice. It'll probably do better for us than the Iron Disciplinarian. Normally I go right into that, but we're at the end of the campaign, and we know we're going to be fighting some battles, so we'll get that next. All right, here we are. It is the moment of truth. Our armies are exactly where they need to be. I don't like this though. That's kind of bothering me, but not a whole lot I can do with that. Now we're going to stick these guys right there on Great Turtle Isle. They'll be able to move in the next turn. Let's do it. Great Turtle Isle, Itza, and Sentinels of Zeddy. So this is going to be an area we're going to need to collapse upon. I don't think we've got a lot of armies down here. But I know we have a lot of garrisons and things like that. Guacamole Crater, let's upgrade you. Nefi's Legion. Let's move them over here to the Sentinels of Time. It's a good place for them to be. Alright, let's do it.
The ritual is underway, my lord. Even working together, it will take your greatest adepts some time to complete. Such is the ritual's power that the great vortex itself distorts under its pull. Be wary, though, for while the vortex is weakened, the forces of chaos will slip into this world. Ready your defenses, for they will doubtless be drawn to the ritual's power.
Ooh, now that is sexy, and that's pretty much exactly where we wanted them to spawn. We've got some reinforcements right near there under Valdir, son of Valdir. We're going to move him forward.
Orders?
And in keeping with the valor of his house,
How can I assist you?
being his father's son, he's going to be the first into the fray against these chaos armies here. Alright. So that's going to be it for the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Now that we're coming down to our conclusion, I hope you will enjoy the ending. And subsequently, the Immortal Empires campaign when it comes out. And now, a quick note here. If you guys have not seen it yet, the Third Age Reforged channel just posted the promised Q&A. So if you guys are curious for some patch information, head on over there. There's a Q&A run by myself and Cannon Fodder, one of the other content creators for that channel. Coming up next, you know, I don't know. Maybe it'll be Reforged. Maybe we'll have another replay tomorrow. I don't know. I suppose you'll have to hang around and see. And then after that, I'm gonna have a new 12 Days of Christmas special. It'll be day 4. Day 3 was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the stream today. If you guys are interested in seeing the stream, check it out on my Twitch channel. All the videos are saved on there. But in any case, my name is Jordan, also known as JMonster. Thank you for joining me and for sticking out this campaign with me thus far. I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye!